Well, in the next few lectures, or mini lectures, I want to talk about one of the most important techniques in statistical programming, statistical analysis, and programming in general. That is looping, or loop. Okay. So here, I want to talk about one major family of loops used in R that is called apply suite of loop commands. So here I'm gonna demo. So the very beginning of this script, I use foreign package to reading this data file, right? Again, GSS cumulative 72 to 2012, THDTA. So this is a state of data file read into R, and I request to not convert factor, not to convert factor. Then I select cases and variables. So in total, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numerical variables. All these are numerical variables just to avoid any possible hassle or detours we have to take to clean up, or any special options we have to request. Okay, so we highlight the 3 lines, okay, and we hit run. All right, and the codes ran through, okay, and the results are not that important substantive in my talk, so I just skip that part. And also, we can use this na.omit function to clean data, dropping all the missing cases in a list-wise manner. Next thing I want to do is to tabulate this variable in this. Let me still go ahead dropping. Let me not do it. Okay, so let me tabulate this variable, okay, in this reading data frame. This variable is MNTLHLTH, mental health, right? And I use this $ to delimit, okay, variable versus data file. Okay, so I click run, and here, scroll up a little bit, we can see, well, it's hard to read. We have to do some additional, coding to turn into a readable, aesthetically acceptable tabulation, right? So the first line here, row, actually is, the value categories. And the second line lists their corresponding cases. Then the third line again is value category, then number of cases. And here we can see that there are 3,932 missing cases. In R, it's coded as NA, right? And also, we can also, let's say, calculate, let's say, the mean of a specific variable happy in this data frame, right? Well, why we're getting NA is because, a mean cannot function with missing data. So we have to do something additional. For example, we say NA remove is true, and then it's going to run through the codes here. Yes. So the mean for this happy variable in the data frame reading is 1.807047. Okay. The next thing we want to do is to use this loop function called apply. So what apply does is that it returns a vector array or list of values obtained by applying a function to margins of array or matrix. So the first element here, first argument, is to provide a data array, okay, a data frame or list of values. Second is an argument. Is an argument called margin. corresponding to margin, okay? If it is equal to 1, then the function, which is the third element of this function, okay, is going to apply to, if it is equal to 1, then it's going to apply to rows. If it is equal to 2, like how I specify, what I specify here, then it's going to work through columns. So usually we use columns as variables in the data frame. So basic it says, well, please, just apply the function table for all the columns, because the margin is specified too, for this data frame. And also, when you apply this function table, please also list any missing. So I use NA equal to if any. So let's see, after I click run button, what's going to happen. See, it runs through all the columns here and tabulate frequency distribution of each variable in this case, right? Okay, so the first variable is mental health, right? The value category is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. And below the first row lists their corresponding frequencies for each value category. Then another row of value categories, and then another row of corresponding value categories. And here again we have 3,932 missing cases. And we have 23 cases for 30 days, because this is a variable asking if the respondents not feeling well, how many days they are not feeling well mentally in the past 30 days. Okay, so so here, if I'm missing, I can specify the argument related to this function table, and we can do the same for other functions. Okay, so to recap, this apply function is a loop function. This base loop function, okay? It applies this function, the third argument, cross, now here margin is 2 means cross all the columns, that is variables, right? For this data matrix or data frame reading, okay?